Hello children. Today we will start history chapter 8, civilizing the native, educating the nation. Okay. So as we already know that the British policies were affecting Indian kings, peasants, tribes, etc. So we will study the effect of British rule on Indian students. Okay. So Britishers had an aim of not only gaining power over the Indian territories but also they wanted to educate Indians to make them civilized. Yes. Now, how the British saw education. So, what the British thought about our education system and how the Indians reacted to the idea of education which Britishers wanted to introduce in India. Okay, this we are going to discuss in this chapter. So, the tradition of Orientalism. So, in 1783, okay, William Jones was appointed as a junior judge at the Supreme Court that was set up by the company in Calcutta. And Jones was not only a law expert but also a linguistic. That is, he knew many languages like Greek, Latin, French, and English. And in Calcutta, he began spending time with Pandits who taught him Sanskrit language, grammar, and ancient text on law, philosophy, etc. So many other Englishmen, such as Henry, then Thomas Colebrook, and Nathaniel Hald, were also showing keen interest in ancient Indian heritage, just like Jones. Okay, so they were also translating Sanskrit and Persian works into English. And Jones, together with Colebrook and Hald, formed the Asiatic Society of Bengal, and they also started a journal named Asiatic Researchers. Okay, then according to them, that is Jones and Colebrook, the Indian civilization had a past which had subsequently declined, and to understand India better, they decided to study the sacred and legal text of India, and these texts could serve as the basis for the future development of India. Okay, so they decided to study ancient text which would help Indians understand their lost glory and also help British to become the guardian of Indian culture as well as their masters. Okay, so many company officials supported this idea, and they also encouraged the building of institutions which promoted learning of ancient Indian text. Okay, so they also believed that Hindus and Muslims should be taught those subjects which are familiar to them and not the unfamiliar subjects. Okay, only we will be teaching them the familiar subjects. Clear? Now, with this objective, a madrasa was set up in Calcutta in the year 1781 for promoting the study of Arabic and Persian and Islamic law, and the Hindu college was set up in Banaras in the year 1791, and it was set up to encourage the study of Sanskrit text. Okay, so now comes the grave errors of the East. Okay, so many officials started criticizing the concept of teaching Indians the Sanskrit and Arabic literature. And why so it happened? Because they thought that Eastern literature was non-serious and full of flaws. Okay, so James Mill declared that British should make Indian familiar with the scientific and technical advances that the West has made and not the poetry and sacred literature. Understood? So the aim of education was, what was the aim of education? To please anyone or just to win a place in their heart. Okay, then in 1830s the criticism against the Orientalist grew stronger, and one we can say such critic was Thomas Babington. Okay, according to him, India was an uncivilized country and needed to be civilized. Okay, so he requested the British government to stop wasting money oriented that is money on Oriental learning, and he asserted the need for teaching English to the Indians, as this would enable them to read Western science, philosophy, and the finest literature of the world. Clear till here, everybody? Yes.